So we're not at the beach today. We are in my home, someplace peaceful, so that we can really get going with this healing. So the first things first, yesterday we did a session where we cleared everything. We released in preemptive of the new moon, and today we're going to allow ourselves to clear the energy and be ready. So we're going to allow ourselves to open up, and then tomorrow on momentum, because I'm doing this 3 days in a row, we are going to basically ask for what we want. Hey Esther, it's been a while. I'm glad you're here. This is a new moon in Libra healing episode. And let's just clear the energy. Take a few deep breaths. Get yourself centered. So we've been working hard for years and years and years, and now it's finally time to just release. The new moon is typically about building. Well, we're going to take the 3 days of the moon, the day before, the day of, and the day right after, to do a building of energy. First day, yesterday, was a release of energy and blockages. Today is going to be just healing and things as they are. And tomorrow is going to be all of our requests. So if you can meet me here tomorrow too, great. If not, just know tomorrow. Put in your requests to the universe. It's time to get started. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I know what his request is. Okay. So what we're going to do is, let's take 3 deep breaths together. And then we're going to feel into our bodies to see if there's any blockages, because so within, so without. And I'm going to intuit kind of what's going on in that space. I've done a lot of pre-setup for this, so there's a lot of stuff working in the background. But we've got our air for this Libra new moon. We've got our earth, our body, fire, which is partially these lights. Man, it's hot. No, but seriously, it's also our spirit and our energy that we're putting into this. Hey, I've known fam. And I really suggest you bring your animals or your babies or your family into the space of creating, because Libra is about relationships and us putting those together. My son is now clearing energy for us. He's good. He's been a light worker many lifetimes before this one. And I am thankful that he's here with us now. Okay. So we'll just start with our 3 deep breaths. Feel into your bodies. Feel into where your tensions. Don't judge them, just notice it. I'm feeling some sacral, feeling some heart blockages, feeling some throat chakra blockages. looks like you're tapping online with me. Those of you who are watching live and those of you who are watching in the future, our energy is magnetized no matter what we do, as long as we are working in the light. Feel free to work with this post. So as you feel into your body, feel into the spaces in between, feel into the now, and allow your energy body to grow outside of your physical body. So with each breath, you can start to feel everything growing around you, the electricity growing around you. Yes. And there is nature. Don't get us wrong. There's always going to be that natural vibe going on. We've got life happening around us at all times, and that's good. Some of us are slightly fussy on the inside. And that's okay. Nature provides. And we have everything we need. He's biting me. He's teething. We got a 5th tooth coming in. Maybe something to chew on. Alright, let's see. I'm going to let myself rock back and forth. You can do whatever you feel called to do, whether that's jump around or move like a wind or be in the ocean or wherever you are. The spaces in between. And in between those spaces is more space, and that is the connection that we all have to each other at all times. That's that spiritual ether that I like to work in, that I like to work from. As an energy healer, you never really want to pull from your own energy. Your energy is harnessed by you and controlled by you, but you want to use more like chi. You want to use more of that Reiki space, that Reiki energy. The energy that's in everything. The energy that when you send out the prayer, not just thinking, but when you're sending it out, that's the space you want to pull from. Because you never want to tap your resources, because that's the battery that you've been given for life. There's plenty out there. There's so much abundance in terms of energy and resources for everyone. So you don't actually have to give of yourself. I mean, don't get me wrong, you're putting in your thought, your energy, and that's something to be said. And you're helping channel that for people. But you want to be fair to yourself and not deplete yourself. Baby, we don't play with that. Wow, you're smart. How many babies does it take to unscrew a light bulb? Let me give him something. I did this at home so you would have fun, baby. He did just wake up from a nap. I can't expect too much. Okay. I'm going to keep this semi-quick. Been on here for a while. The art of meditation is knowing that all and within all things is meditation. Within all of life is meditation. There is no, oh, only if there's peace, only if there's quiet. No, that's not real. That's not alive. That's not living in this space. And so this is a really nice example for me to show that the within is like the without. How do you approach that part of yourself that happens to be crying or frustrated? That happens to be distracting, seemingly, from what you think you're supposed to be doing? Yeah? Okay. So the space, the energy around you starts to become thicker. The energy itself becomes tangible, and you can start to feel it with your skin. You feel the universe awaken around you. Now what are you doing with it? Is it centering around the spots of you that are stiff or locked? Is that energy that's involving itself with you growing or shrinking? It's just an observation time. We're not gonna judge it or manipulate it just yet. We're gonna do all that tomorrow. I just wanted to make you aware of how thick the energy is around us, how thick the power is, the mana of the universe, the mana of the space in between. So this healing today is about feeling into one's space, feeling into this tangible you and me. You know how you can, let's say someone you love passes from this plane of existence, but you can still smell them in the air, you can still hear their laugh, you can still feel them, you know that they're there, you can hear them. In fact, let's say their favorite show comes on, or something happens where someone says something they've never said before, but that person used to say it. It's all that energy. It's all that energy, that magnetism. Oh, baby. He just wants all my attention. I'll give it to him in a little bit. He's a good baby. I bet you. There you go. So, I think for today, the newest part of the moon, even though we use the moon typically to grow, I'll do that at 3:33 tomorrow. Because between now and tomorrow, the goal is to think about what is. Having released everything from yesterday, think about what is. Think about where it is. And think about how you want it to grow or how to take it in balance. And what we're going to be using to have it come in balance is that energy in the in-between spaces. That holy mana that we have just to milk in whenever we take those conscious breaths. What have we offered for the silence of our mind? We just offer breath. We just offer presence. So what do you offer the universe when you want to manifest something? You just offer your breath. You offer your presence. You offer being open to have peace, to know peace is there. Now how to maintain it or how to grow it. And if there's stiffness and you see it and you feel it, like in the heart, there's some repairing of old wounds. Oh, somebody needs to drink some water, flushing out toxins. I can feel the liver being slow, the kidneys being slow. Someone at some point, I feel like an overactive second chakra, like it's either guarding and shutting down, or we've got someone that's being overly lustful. And it's a condition of the mind, it's not a condition of the body. It's up to them if they want to release that. Such a sweet boy. It's just like, woo. Hey, baby. Hi, Bubba. I did prep him for this episode, and he decided to just make it all about him. And that's the patience that the mother has. That's the patience that we should have for ourselves, that we do have for ourselves. It's exciting. It's exciting to know that it exists. It's exciting to know that we build it. I know you know it now, building patience. He's teething. It's hard when you're getting new teeth. Children really use us to ground into reality and to understand the space that we're living in. Yeah. So for the next 10 hours or so, feel into yourself, and what do you experience? What does this new moon have you learning about yourself? Where are you out of balance? And how to put yourself into balance will just come to you. How has it been, so that you can create something different, allowing space for something different. I'm not going to push or pull energy today. Tomorrow I'll use more like hand chakra activations, mudras, maybe, I don't think I want to do light language, but maybe if it comes through, it comes through. But today, our healing collectively is just going to be about being in our bodies, being ourselves, so that our soul family can freely tap into us, that we can tap into ourselves. Because the more you know yourself, the better you can flow with others. It sounds like what I'm being told to say is, energetically, we all have the gift of self-love and of presence. And as we explore what it means to love the self, it's more than just the outside. It's more than just the inside. It's actually the flaws that we perceive of others and how we judge ourselves for that. And how do we balance ourselves? And how can we remain ourselves when others are out of balance? Or they need attention, or they need focus. How? And the question isn't really how. It's when. Time. Time. Who thinks it's linear? Oh, who said not it? Time. It takes time. But it takes no time at all. I feel like I could be full of paradoxes just to speak to you, to understand that now is the moment of power. But now is also the moment of presence. And if you're truly present with what is, then you have the power to create whichever world you desire. It's so funny because it feels so anticlimactic to have this be our 5-minute healing meditation, but you're present. If you've been with me the whole time and you've been with your world, whatever's happening in your each individual existence, if you've been present for at least 30 seconds, then you have gotten the healing that's needed for that new moon, for this new moon. Tomorrow is going to be building what we want to create, but we need to acknowledge where we are and appreciate where we are. The last part of it is gratitude for being able to even think about the present moment. To be here, to know here and now exists. And I'll take 2 more breaths with you guys before I sign out. You're doing a lot of work. We're doing a lot of work. It's fun. It's easier than you think, but it's still a lot of work. See, when we're children, we're always kind of enamored by everything that's going on. Wow, what's the next thing? What's going on? Everything sparkly, shiny. That's so pretty. I want that. Let me touch it. Let me smell it. Let me taste it. I'm so hungry. But maturity is knowing that, one, there's more than just you. 2, but who are you and what defines what is you and what isn't you? And 3, where does you begin or where does you stop and the other begin? Because when you really know your boundaries and your limitations, you can move forward. You can stretch them and change them and shape them and mold them. So, I know that was a fast one for today. I know that was seemingly, well, for me it's anticlimactic. You know how many fireworks I want to put off for you guys today? But that's not the energy. The energy is rest. The energy is take time to acknowledge the self. As within, so without. Allow things to be. And then, when you know what is, you can ask for more. So I'll meet you guys tomorrow at 3:33, wherever I may be, with my incense going and my heart chakra flowing. And we're going to really, really grow. So I hope you enjoyed all of that beauty and love and connection that was built. And I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.